Cold water immersion, or CWI, has surged in popularity, but are you truly harnessing its power for longevity and health span, or are you making common mistakes that could undermine your efforts? Research shows that a single cold exposure can dramatically spike norepinephrine levels by over 500% and dopamine by 250%, profoundly impacting mood and alertness. Furthermore, consistent, mild cold exposure can improve insulin sensitivity by as much as 43% in individuals with type 2 diabetes. Many people approach cold exposure with good intentions, but often miss the critical nuances of timing, dosage, and individual physiology. This video will equip you with the science-backed strategies to integrate cold exposure effectively into your routine for optimal health span benefits. When we talk about longevity in this context, we're focusing on health span proxies like robust metabolic control, enhanced autonomic fitness, and improved resilience, rather than a guaranteed extension of your lifespan. Let's clarify the different forms of cold exposure. Cold water immersion, or CWI, involves submerging the body in water typically between 5 to 15 degrees Celsius or 40 to 59 degrees Fahrenheit for durations of 1 to 15 minutes. Cold showers, on the other hand, are shorter exposures to water below 15 degrees Celsius or 59 degrees Fahrenheit, often at the end of a warm shower. While accessible, they offer a less potent physiological stimulus compared to CWI. Whole body cryotherapy, or WBC, exposes the body to extremely cold, dry air between -60 to -140 degrees Celsius or -76 to -220 degrees Fahrenheit for 2 to 3 minutes. Its effects are primarily superficial, as air's low thermal conductivity limits deep tissue penetration. The core mechanism behind many benefits of cold exposure is Brown Adipose Tissue, or BAT, activation. When skin temperature drops, the sympathetic nervous system surges, activating BAT. This tissue, rich in mitochondria, then produces heat. This process also triggers the release of catecholamines like norepinephrine and dopamine, which are crucial for mood, alertness, and focus. Another key response is heart rate variability rebound, indicating improved autonomic nervous system regulation post-exposure. Now, let's debunk some common myths. Myth 1. Cold is perfect post-workout, so gains explode. While cold can reduce post-exercise soreness, it can actually blunt post-lift hypertrophy signaling if done immediately after strength training. The fact is, cold exposure immediately after resistance training interferes with the molecular signaling pathways, like mTOR, essential for muscle growth. It's best to separate cold exposure from your lifting sessions by at least 6 to 24 hours. Myth 2. Cold melts fat. It's true that cold exposure increases calorie burn, typically by 100 to 300 kilocalories per day. However, appetite often rises by about 13% in chamber studies, offsetting much of this caloric expenditure. So, net fat loss without strict dietary control is often minimal. Cold exposure is a tool for metabolic health, not a magic bullet for weight loss. Myth 3. Cold reverses your biological age. Claims about epigenetic clock reversal are largely speculative and lack direct human evidence. The strongest human evidence points to improved insulin sensitivity and enhanced mood and alertness. While cold exposure contributes to health span, it's not a guaranteed fountain of youth. Focus on the proven benefits for metabolic health and mental well-being. What most people miss is the right timing and goal alignment. For strength and muscle growth, avoid cold exposure immediately after lifting. The blunting effect on muscle growth can last 6 to 24 hours. Instead, schedule your cold exposure at least 6 to 24 hours away from your resistance training sessions to maximize both muscle adaptation and cold benefits. For endurance and recovery, however, cold exposure can be beneficial after training to reduce soreness and restore power. The mechanisms here are different, focusing on reducing inflammation and improving blood flow. For metabolic and insulin sensitivity goals, aim for 10 to 14 degrees Celsius, 2 to 4 times per week, with 2 to 5 minute bouts, always separated from lifting sessions. To boost mood and alertness, a brief 30 to 90 second cold finish to your morning shower or a 1 to 3 minute brief plunge can be highly effective. Remember, personalization is key. Lean individuals cool faster, so they may need warmer temperatures or shorter durations. Women may need to adjust intensity during the luteal phase of their menstrual cycle due to higher core body temperature. Older adults or those with pre-existing cardiovascular risks should always seek medical clearance before starting any cold exposure regimen. Safety is paramount. Always manage cold shock by entering the water slowly and controlling your breathing. Never plunge alone, especially in colder temperatures. Be aware of Afterdrop, where your core body temperature continues to fall even after exiting the cold. Recommend passive rewarming. Dry off thoroughly, dress warmly, and avoid immediate hot showers, which can exacerbate Afterdrop. Finally, ensure proper hygiene. If using a cold plunge, always use filtered and disinfected water to prevent infections. There are also critical red flags: unstable cardiovascular disease, uncontrolled hypertension, severe Raynaud's phenomenon, and pregnancy, unless cleared by a medical professional, are contraindications. If you found this science-backed guide helpful, please comment below with your biggest takeaway, like this video, and subscribe to the Longevity Liftoff channel for more insights into optimizing your health span.